Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Honor Bound of our newest, bestest friends for the rest of time, the State and the Confederacy. In today's video, our real goal, honestly, is just to start to stabilize. I have grabbed way too many worlds, our expansion has been a little bit too greedy, and because of that, we're not in a very good position. We have the Combine over here, we have the Accord, we have lots of threats pretty much everywhere around the galaxy, and we're just not ready for it. So, yeah, that's the main thing today, trying to get our economy and our people in fighting shape. But first, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do, as I do need to start renaming some worlds. First of all, these two. So what I've decided is we're going to have Anvil, our tropical world, sorry, our continental world, and Hammer, the desert world. There we are. There were loads of good suggestions, but I just really like this. Although calling a world Hammer is going to be really weird, I do just like Hammer and Anvil. So that's those two sorted. We also need to rename the Confederacy. Now, I haven't quite decided on one yet, so I'm going to be leaving that for the moment. But the next thing we need to do is go over here to our current technological enlightenment. Soon enough, this species will have its own system and everything, since we are enlightening them. Although apparently they can have priest jobs, but have no one working as priests. They've apparently abandoned all priest and researcher positions. Don't know what you're up to. Don't trust you either for that, but still. Okay, so what we need to do is this. Policies and native interference. Apparently you can have passive study whilst still uplifting, which will make one of my factions happy, which of course is the theme of this run. We're trying to roleplay the faction itself, so having the different factions within our faction, within our empire, happy is our main goal there. So passive study, there we are. So we can still continue to have technological enlightenment, also make sure at the end of the month it's still going. Yep, fantastic. And that will make one of my people happier. It's you, isn't it? Yep, indirect xenology. Wow, 100% approval. Well, there we go. Our xenophiles are 100%. Wait, were they 100% a second ago? Well, apparently they were already 100%, so that didn't really do anything for us, but it does fit the theme, so we're going with it. Signing defensive pacts to release two other empires. Well, that's kind of annoying. So apparently federations don't really count for that. Oh, but they do have the Martial Brotherhood, so that makes us happy. Liberation Wars, that makes them happy. The others we'll get to as we continue the game. They're already maximum happiness, and you want nutritional plenitude and no. And you do want the education campaign. I can't quite afford that yet, and I probably will be swapping Land of Opportunity for nutritional plenitude once I can actually have that. So, probably going to be skipping a bit more than usual in this run, because it is just a matter of waiting around until things stabilise. Which will happen as our worlds grow. Abandoned terraforming equipment. Okay, this could ruin the world, this could make the world perfect. Since our initial settlement on the planet, several anomalies in the planet's biosphere have been discovered. The ecosystem is unstable and has not developed according to projected models for a world of this type. Our scientists suspect outside tampering, and these suspicions have been confirmed. A few of our colonists have stumbled upon a large underground terraforming complex that was built thousands of years ago. The equipment was apparently deactivated in the middle of the terraforming process, leaving the planet's biosphere in its current unfinished state. If we supply enough power, we should be able to reactivate the machinery. There is no telling what the end result will be, however. Well, as it stands currently, it reduces happiness, so I think my empire will definitely go for it. This is a risk as a player who has seen it. We could just dismantle it, but I'm fairly certain that still, yeah, dismantling it still leaves all the negatives, because you're not actually fixing anything. It's not the terraform equipment being there that's the problem, if I can actually say my words. It's the unfinished state of things, so we are going to resume the process. In 18 months, we could ruin the world, we could fix the world. Here's hoping for the latter. We have found the Cybrex Central Nexus. This is our precursor, it's now finished, giving us loads of resources, loads of unity, engineering, research, energy, which I really do want at the moment, so thank you very much. We have 10 artifacts and the Cybrex Warforge, which is actually very good for our empire, being quite militaristic. So, normally, not a big fan of the Warforge, actually fits us pretty darn well. It would seem that the Cybrex re-evaluated their galactic crusade against organic life at some point during its 17th year. Wow, that was really quick. Whether this change was prompted by losses on the battlefield or an ideological shift in their networked consciousness, we may never know. But for whatever reason, the Cybrex decided to halt their campaign. They began a slow withdrawal that lasted for nearly a century, until they eventually vanished completely. We now know that they retreated to this system, where they had constructed a massive ring world designed to house their entire civilization. They isolated themselves here for several millennia, until an independent explorer chanced upon their system and spread its location to the rest of the galaxy. The news that the dreaded Cybrex had been found again prompted several neighbouring powers to organise a massive military expedition, which bombarded the Cybrex ring into rubble. Strangely, the Cybrex seemed to have offered no resistance whatsoever. So at one point they were destroying all organics and then decided to just go, nah, we're bored. So there we are, the Cybrex have been found, and with that we have, how many artifacts do we have now? 21, and we have the Cybrex Warforge, which will give us plus 5% monthly alloys, which is nice, and the active effect is you sacrifice 10,000 minerals to get 5,000 alloys. Obviously, that's very worth it, at least in terms of the cost of the two. So where do we go from here, then? Do we continue with diplomacy, or do we finish off prosperity? I mean, both fit perfectly, so I think for now, yeah, we should just finish off prosperity. We are currently in a time of economic upheaval. I think the Empire would definitely want to finish off prosperity as soon as it possibly could. Though part of the problem is because we have, where are you? Because of our trade policy being social development, our trade value doesn't actually give us energy. It gives us unity, consumer goods, and society research. So it won't solve our energy crisis, but it will solve our consumer crisis if we get some more merchants, which will provide loads more trade value. We have re-elected our current ruler, Shiny Plate. So what is the next mandate? I actually messed up and didn't finish the last one. Urbanizer. Oh, just build 2 city districts. Yeah, we can definitely do that before the end. That's absolutely fine. Oh, no, Squarf, you can now return to Forge. Man, our tech is dreadful. Yeah, we're not really doing that well. We've been very rapid in expansion, so it's a lot of investment into the future. I'm actually kind of worried, because there's a lot of superior forces nearby which all don't like us, or at least our Federation members. Not the best, to say the least. We've received a gift from the subterranean species underneath Mearson's Folly. Thank you. Though minerals aren't really what we need, I can always sell them and get everything we do need. Huzzah for the ability to trade. Now, something I really missed in the last video is that it turns out these two empires up here are actually at war with each other. That will keep them away from our Federation for the time being, which is nice. That'll certainly give us some time. So right now, one of our construction vessels is moving over here, since we need a bastion here as well. And we're just waiting on more things to happen. This will be a slow and steady regrowth for our empire. I am going to continue to expand very slowly in this direction, because I still want to make sure we get the Relic World. I think after seeing everything going on right now, we would definitely be trying to unlock destroyers. And soon we'll have our little mining drone lasers, which I'll use for a short while, then probably never use again. Though saying that, the tech is quite inferior for all our neighbours anyway, because again we had a really good burst of tech early on because of our origin, but also everyone is focusing on war, just loads of energy and loads of alloy production. Ooh, no, that's scary. Spoopy. Now, sadly, I do have to report, it looks like a bug is still in the game right now, where, although it says Federation fleet construction is on everyone, it's actually only Leader. It's a little bit annoying there, but right now it seems like no other empires can make the Federation fleet, because with this AI, they tend to make them instantly. They really like building up the Federation fleet, and none of them have made a single ship yet, or even started. So it looks like that bug might still be there, which is a little bit problematic. Well, we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. Ooh. Enlightenment oh, I forgot. Yeah, they joined the Federation. I wonder why suddenly I had minus 100 cohesion. Oh, that's really annoying. I just about got to maximum. At least, wait, by maximum I meant in the positive. So, we found an abandoned gateway, and we have uplifted the species. Let's do the gateway first, because that's less interesting. We've encountered another abandoned gateway, this time near Zultar's Moor, and by the looks of things, it's an L-gate. It appears to have been built entirely by microscopic nanites of an unknown design. Unlike the previous structure, this gateway has been significantly altered since its initial construction. Its connection to the rest of the network has been severed. Instead, the only valid destination is an uncharted group of stars just beyond our galaxy that has been designated the L Cluster by our astronomers. Although the gateway emits a faint power signature, it has been deliberately locked into some kind of maintenance loop that prevents its activation. Until we can find some other way of aborting this process, the L Cluster will remain beyond our reach.
The situation log has been amended.
And it's creepy, isn't it? Now onto the Enlightenment. The thousands of scientists and advisors we sent to the planet have finally completed the arduous task of bringing the local civilization up to an early space age level of tech. Under their new unified government, the aliens now style themselves as the something coalition, the H-Rooney coalition. Rooney? No. I'll just call you the coalition. And they have agreed to become our vassals. We have ceded full control of the system and dismantled our observation post as per the conditions of our treaty with them. This is a great day. Okay, a little bit of a skip there because I just got really confused because it turns out we found this empire at the same time this empire was enlightened. So this is our Enlightenment, these are the coalition. And, yeah, they're a bit problematic. They're a police state and have slaver guilds. Yeah. We don't like that. Our empire does not like that, so the options are release subjects and go to war with them after breaking them from the Federation, which we could do quite easily, or we just wait and we integrate them. I think integrating them is what we're going to do. It's our fault they've been enlightened. They're not going to hurt anyone else because they're kind of stuck here and weak anyway, so in 10 years we will peacefully integrate them, and that will break their culture and break the rather troubling things they believe in. Until then, we have a migration treaty. Any of their empire who wishes to join us in freedom is more than allowed. Now, this empire over here, thankfully, does not like the Combine, which is great for us because they're actually pretty darn strong. They are, however, fanatic pacifists, so I don't know how they declared war with the Accord, because fanatic pacifists can't go to war. Oh, it's a defensive war. Sorry, I misread that. Okay. So, defensive war. Yeah, fanatic pacifists sadly can't go to war even to change the minds and hearts of people. I think they can only go to war with purifiers, as that's an end threat scenario. I believe that's how it works. So yeah, they're pacifists. We don't particularly like them all that much as they are elitists and authoritarian, but we also don't particularly hate them. They're cordial with us. So yeah, would we make a research pact? I mean, they're fanatic pacifists. They're not going to harm anyone over here. I think we would. I honestly do think we would probably treat them well. We're not that caring as long as they're not hurting anyone. They're really not. They're fanatic pacifists. They don't have the guilds. If I had the guilds or something, then maybe that'd be a problem. I think I will end up forming a research agreement with them in the future. Now this is something lovely. The Cradle of Life. 4 gas giants enshrouded by a vast plasma field share a close orbit around the star. The charged plasma field extends well into the atmosphere of these gas giants, and this unique environment serves as the breeding ground for a large number of spacefaring organisms, the space whales. Look, there's all babies everywhere. They're all teeny tiny little space whales. These organisms are all minuscule, with one notable exception, the massive, the space whales themselves. This system must be where they originally evolved hundreds of millions of years ago, before they ranged deeper into the galaxy. Given the extremely rare properties of the system's plasma field, this is likely the only place in the galaxy they can reproduce. Yeah, I want the system. Yeah. ASAP. On top of everything else, it's just gorgeous. Okay, the special project is complete. Oh, okay, this is the terraforming one. The aborted terraforming process on the planet has finally been completed. After seeding the atmosphere with billions of nanites, the alien bioengineering machinery has significantly altered the conditions on the planet's surface. Is this the one which just gives us a new one? The ecosystem and climate have both been stabilised, and a new alien biota adapted to this climate has been introduced. What happened to all the other aliens who were there before? As luck would have it, the planet is now a veritable paradise. Oh no, this is the Gaia one! I swear to God, this one is rigged for me. I have only got the Gaia one like the last 10 times I've done this. It's like the one thing I'm really lucky with. As luck would have it, the planet is now a veritable paradise for the honor-bound. The new climate appears to be more suited for our kind than that of Forge itself. That is insane. That needs a name. Well, that really needs a name. So it's our first Gaia world, and it even has ancient terraforming, giving plus 20% population growth speed. Yeah, that has to be the food one. I'm guessing this will be our farming world or something, but as it's districts at least, I don't know what else I'll be putting on here, but yeah. This world has plus 100% habitability for everyone, plus 10% resources, and plus 10% happiness. All who grow here will be very, very happy. Dimensional drift. The missing members of the planet's crew, thought lost to the dimensional rift, have reappeared. So this is an event which happened a while back, which I didn't actually cover all, because I just skipped it, because I kind of reflex skipped it. They hailed us from aboard an unknown vessel, not entirely dissimilar to our own spaceships, idling close to where the ISS Pale Leaf Echo originally experienced the dimensional disturbance. Yeah, it was just a matter of, we tried to, I believe how this event goes is, you try to check it out, and you get close, and then it goes, nah, and you can't get close enough, and then your crew vanishes. They claim to remember nothing of their time outside our dimension, aside from a vague awareness of having been away for some time. They wish for nothing but to return to service under the science officer, and intend to surrender their ship to honor-bound authorities. I mean, yeah, definitely. We'd definitely accept that and not destroy it. It's, after all, our crew. We do, however, get this, which is clearly an unbidden ship, as the player would know, and it's now our ship, so you can run that one. Does it have anything special about it? I don't think the From Beyond does anything special. The prototype? Don't know. I mean, it's pretty. And that's just about it. Also, was there an event here I was just ignoring? Oh yeah, the last precursor event, because we didn't need it. Okay, yeah, grab that. We need some more food on Hearth. A lot of people are saying that Hearth should be a resort world. The problem is, a resort world, I believe, needs to be a planet size of 15. It makes complete sense. I would totally do it. And if I'm wrong there, I will convert this world to a resort world once I have the tech. But I don't think I can. I'm hoping I'm wrong there. Oh, that's interesting. The Empire over here is at war with multiple enemies. It was at war with these fellows. In fact, it still is. But now it's also at war with a second empire, which is seemingly devouring them.
A system survey has concluded.
Well, good luck to everyone but you, Accord, because eventually we are going to go to war with you to convert you to our side. So you being a bit weaker is very, very welcome. We found a world where pylons of minerals were rubbing together to produce sound. We originally thought this was something more interesting, but it turns out it is just, sadly, the minerals producing music, essentially. But it also means there's lots of minerals, so we can get more minerals from it. You may be toxic, but apparently you're also rich.
Construction venture completed.
Okay, we still can't really send out more colonies. I've sent one off with our new species with these fellows, but that's about it. Okay, you need to be a bastion as soon as possible. Wow, you're being devoured by other empires. And now the organic remains from our precursor, the Cybrex. So this is pretty brutal. The dead aliens we found above the planet all died from vacuum exposure, and each individual had the barcode the Cybrex were known to laser onto the skin of organic captives. It seems like the Cybrex executed these aliens by spacing them, perhaps after they finished interrogations, or to keep them from escaping during some kind of rescue operation. We may never know the truth. One more artifact, and a little bit of tech. Still very oof. You see, at this point, now that we know the Cybrex are absolute monsters, I don't know if we're going to be keeping a hold of the minor artifacts quite as much. At the moment, I don't want to sell them because I always do that, honestly. It's a bit boring. But also, I felt that the Honor Bound would see that as disrespectful. Most of these artifacts have came from the Cybrex. We do not agree with the Cybrex. We like their Warforge. Thank you for that. But that's pretty much it when it comes to the Cybrex and our love for them. We like their shiny thing maker. We found an empire I think we should like well enough. They see themselves as more important than the world, so we don't particularly care about that. They are fanatic pluralists, which we definitely like. This is all about respecting all of your people. In fact, I'll just read it. We are all of us worthy of the same dignity and the same basic respect, for within each of us lies the potential for greatness, for a stroke of luck or genius, for the very salvation of our species. Yes, we are not all created equal, but what does that matter when we are equally endowed with the capacity to create? A little bit hippie there, but you get the point. We kind of agree with it, with our kind of sentiment as well, so we like them enough. Where are they? Oh, the way over here, okay. They only have one system, what? Oh! You know, I never see the AI dealing with this origin well. Void Dwellers. They can make more habitats, but the normal AI struggles with this, and I don't know how their AI will deal with it either. Wait, isn't that the one which is fighting these? No, different Prime. Okay. Hopefully soon then, the Galactic Council will be formed, because I have a lot of stuff I want to do there, and I have loads of influence to do it with. Because we are making our factions super happy, and because we are libertarians, we get extra faction influence, so we are just overflowing with influence at the moment. We need to spend it. People, meet each other more. In fact, what we could do is information, communications, there we go. I didn't do this before because, it would have triggered lots of events at once, and I was kind of been overwhelmed with how many events we were getting anyway. So there we are. The Prime is a hive mind. Ooh, with a very creepy face. They're not doing particularly well with their war. I thought they were. They're kind of just like traded systems. What's happened there? Oh, and we've also found the Imperium, which are fanatic authoritarians, pacifists, and egocentrists. Wait, did you have no civics? Oh, okay. Star Settlers, okay, so they're not quite as bad as they may look. They are suspicious of us, however. Oof, I'm not even going to try and talk to Prime, they are having multiple problems. Vlur has been found! Hi Vlur, this is Vlur. Vlur's shining. An extremely powerful subspace entity of some kind has been encountered in the system. It does not appear to be hostile and may not even be fully aware of conventional spacecraft, but its mere presence in the system is causing massive subspace disturbances in the entire system. Here essentially why it's here, ship fire rate is reduced and speed is reduced as well. These disturbances are localized around the entity itself and should disappear when it leaves the system. While it does not acknowledge hails, the entity is continuously emitting a complex pattern of tachyon pulses which appear to be a form of language. If our translation software is correct, it is saying over and over, Vlur seeks, Vlur finds. By the way, I have no idea what this is in reference to. I know that there's a system, I think, which might be called Vlur or something similar. I'm not even sure if that's related, honestly. I need to Google it at some point. If anyone knows, feel free to tell me. Oh, there's so many worlds. Oh my god, there's another relic world. Well, we need to get that as soon as possible as well. So, yeah, once you're done there, you're going over to there. There's so many worlds. Just so much in need of balancing right now for my empire, though. Kind of stagnated for a while from overextending early on. Our future is bright, but right now we're very much just kind of stuck.
A study has been completed.
Ooh, the mineral world. The ultimate mineral world.
System survey has
Our ships are now using the mining lasers, so these are slightly weaker than the other weapon, but because the enemy are now mostly hull, at least at this point in the game, they are actually better. Later on, definitely need to swap them out, because you can't also upgrade them, but for now, yep, mining lasers, it's the one chance we can actually use them. And I would love to see them in use. There's some space amoebas here which are threatening some ships. Those are mostly hull, aren't they? Armor and hull, yeah, so... You know what? I need to dissect them anyway for some tech. Let's go and make the galaxy a safest place. Oh. Lots of stuff here. So there's a peace offer with Prime. Oh, does our Prime actually gain stuff? Well done to Prime. Oh, did they? I think I traded a bit. And a fork chain. Okay, so we've just lost some energy because of the precursors, the pre-sapient species over on this planet. Wait, before it even is fully established? That's just mean.
A system survey.
The Galactic Puck Empire has declared us rivals, so of course, in return, we will declare them rivals. Oh, a federation has formed. And we found the Union, which is a republic of peaceful traders. Yeah, we like them. Yeah, we definitely like them. Hello. No, not meet you in battle. And the Alliance, which, fanatic competitive, we're not particularly on good terms with. We don't really hate either.
Construction venture completed.
When is the galactic thing gonna form? We've found so many empires.
A system survey has concluded.
So there's the Union. I assume you're the Alliance? Yep, there they are. Oh, everyone's beating us.
System survey has concluded.
We've invested far too much in the future. Prosperity is finished. With interstellar franchising. Intense interstellar franchising. A focus on franchising allows even the most mundane planet to open thriving. Wow, I can't read. I can't read to me, even more so than usual. My brain is just being strangled somehow. I mean, I actually have my hair up in a ponytail for once today. I'm assuming my hair is actually invading my brain. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. A focus on franchising allows even the most mundane planet to open thriving. Dynamic business, providing local jobs and increasing trade value. And the Galactic Community is now here as well. I've tried to read this 6 times. A galactic community. As more and more spacefaring civilizations establish formal relations with one another, the galaxy is becoming a vibrant and lively place. To avoid tragic misunderstandings between nations, an increasing number of diplomats have called for the establishment of a new pan-galactic organization, a community, if you will, where the empires of the galaxy can meet to discuss important matters. Should the honor-bound pledge its support? Yes, 110%. We would definitely want this. Without a doubt. You definitely have a job there. Why are you unemployed? There you go. You're a clerk. Or a clerk, depending. Also, we should really grab that system as well. You know what? We need more construction vessels. Though I'm not grabbing more worlds, we should be grabbing all these systems. Again, overflowing influence. And our alloys are okay. Give us all those lovely space resources. And we have all these
Construction venture completed.
all of these archaeological sites to finish as well. So yeah, we need more scientists on the archaeological sites. We need to grab more systems. It's just what we need to do. Okay, you go there. You can start over there. You are gonna go annoyingly there. Ew, right around. That's kind of annoying. Oh, actually, no. You'll go up because I want that system first. Never mind. That's absolutely fine. And now we're about to fight. We're about to fight with you fellows.
A belligerent fleet.
Okay, we'll read that in a second. First of all, we're ridding this system of the hostile Xenos. Oh yeah, our lasers just cut through hull and armor now. Sell minerals, buy stuff. Huge thing to read. There is decaying machinery covering the planet, originally constructed a staggering 70,000 years ago. The fate of the alien engineers who built it is unclear, as they no longer inhabit the planet. Their machinery spanned the majority of the surface of the planet, crisscrossing mountains and oceans alike, and even extends far below the planet's surface, in a vast network of underground facilities. It has been constructed using identical materials and serial codes, suggesting a single institution created the entire network, from the long overgrown agricultural sectors to the collapsed energy generation and transformation systems and the extensive communication arrays. All of the industrial and entertainment needs of the planet's lost inhabitants were met by this one super machine. Remarkably, some of these mechanical sectors are still functional, sending and receiving local signals, lighting up long rotted ghost towns and watering great swaths of what must have been once agricultural land. Deep scans of the planet's crust suggest the sprawling machine's control center is located underground. We will have to excavate it if we wish to reach it. As for the strange organic tissue covering most of the planet's planet-spanning machinery, our science team thus far remains baffled by its nature and purpose. How strange! It is also a natural beauty with poor quality minerals. Extra happiness on a relic wall. That is a lovely combo. Yep, obviously you want that world as soon as possible, so head towards it, please. Okay, lots of events all at once here once again. So first of all, the birth of the Galactic Community. This is a historic day. The year is 2247. It's in January, and it is, of course, the 12th. This is a historic day. Several of the galaxy's prominent spacefaring empires, including the Honorbound, have announced the creation of the Galactic Community. This supranational organization will serve as a forum where matters involving the entire galaxy can be discussed and decided upon. As one of its founding members, we can take pride in this milestone of galactic history. A great day for the galaxy. We've also found a tree. Now, this ain't just any old tree. This is a tree being guarded, as we'll find out in a second, oof. And, yeah, we want to investigate it. We've encountered some form of alien vessels. Oh! I thought the tree... I misread it! No, never mind, we've just found a new empire. Oh, no, it's a science vessel, there. That's worrying, because it isn't part of the Galactic Community, so that might be a... Ooh, that may be a purifier species. I thought that was the Tree of Life event. Yeah, I misread it. Now that was true dyslexia. Reading that as tree. So the Prince event was essentially we just found a databank orbiting a system. We are now analysing it to see exactly what it is. And now we can take a look at the Galactic Community. So there is a lot of stuff here we definitely want. We would like industrial development as our empire, but not super strong, so that's one of the last ones. We definitely want the greater good. This is all about adding more happiness to the workers, and which of course would also mean our soldiers, and also gives more diplomatic weight from our people. This also means you can't have really, really bad living standards, such as basic subsistence. So yeah, we definitely want the greater good. That is one of our stronger ones we'd want. We definitely want a council. Don't know about that. We probably want Comfort the Fallen, but not any more of this one, which is all to do with spiritualism. Unchained Knowledge is not really our cup of tea. It's not really what we'd go for. Then there are these two. Mutual Defense and the Rules of War. So the Rules of War, the soldiers that dedicate their lives to keeping our planet safe should be recognized and honored. Obviously, that is something we really want. It's not particularly good. Oh, it's a really, really rubbish thing to propose. It doesn't really do much. It just makes our army more expensive. It makes our diplomatic weight weaker from our fleet, which will be our big thing later on. But doesn't that just fit our empire? I hate it. I never would go down this route. Reverence of Life. Oh, that stops purging. Oh yeah, obviously we have to go down this route, don't we? It stops purging. Other than displacement. That is exactly our goal as an empire, so yeah, we definitely want that. Independent tribunals, Armageddon and indiscriminate bombardment stances is banned. Oh, yep, we definitely want that as well. Last Resort Doctrine, the unrestricted war philosophy is banned. And then, this is more pro-pacifism, but it just matches my empire. Oh, I hate that, minus 100% diplomatic weight from fleet power. Oh, I hate it, but it really, especially the first two. So, mutual defense, we also like, though. The universe is a dangerous place, and all members of the Galactic Community should be ready to defend their worlds, whether it be against pirates, space creatures, or the unknown. Each member of the Galactic Community has a duty to themselves and to others to contribute to the galactic defense. Then counterattack. So then essentially we also get bonuses against those who aren't a member of the Galactic Community. This will be things like, well, just anyone who's chosen not to join. Sometimes, well, normally it's only things like purifiers, but sometimes it can be normal empires as well. Just not particularly nice ones like fanatic xenophobes. And then preemptive war as well, which is like a total war. So I really don't like either of these for me. But I've got to go with Guardian Angels. Our military should be prioritised. Of course, we're going to put points towards that. Oh, we are weak. Yeah, we're not exactly very strong. For now, I mean, I would like that as well, honestly. Bit of recycling. Let's leave it for now. Let's just try and push our one. Nobody likes us. Good, good. Oh, meanwhile in Anvil. And over in this system, we can put down our next city district, which will allow our mandate to be finished as well. Oh, we are so weak at the moment. This is what happens when you don't min-max. Oof, it's very slow.
A system survey has concluded.
Let's continue to grab systems, shall we?
A st-
The Prince. Legible. The text, its title roughly translates to regional ruler, is written in a presumably ancient dialect of the Matok tongue spoken in the Matok. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, the Matok Empire speak the Matok tongue. The text is doubtlessly of some historical import to them and might contain valuable insights. Let us divine its insights, they need not know. We will return it to its proper owners. I mean, yeah, proper owners probably. Oh, we don't like them though. I still think we'd give it them back. I mean, they're not hostile to us at the moment. No, they are rivaling the state. You know what? We're keeping it.
steering clear
Sorry,
of the
Matok.
Legion.
Okay, we need to clear that, so let's send in our fleets. I've also sent some scientists over so we can get Asteroid Blast Door finished, and we can also get the Endless Expanse finished. I'll be reading them once we get at least the first event finished. I've also now grabbed my Ascension perk. I went with Executive Vigor. None of the others I think really particularly fit. Interstellar Dominion I was tempted by, but we're never going to use climbs, and we just don't need it for star bases, so I feel like the Empire itself just wouldn't need it, so it wouldn't go for it, since it is in such low demand. But now I do have Executive Vigor, that means we can have 2 more edicts. I'm waiting on Nutritional Plenitude, which will help out our factions as they keep on talking about it, and I've also activated Patriotic Call, which sadly has nothing to read, but increases our navy capacity, army morale, and governing ethics attraction. Once again, something I would normally never choose. Love this Empire's theme. Playing it though is so anti-me, it's becoming difficult. We have finished the first stage of the Endless Expanse, so here's the original. At first sight, there is only snow and ice on the planet, vast expanses of impenetrable white, glass lakes and jagged turquoise glaciers against fiery orange skies torn open like a wound, pouring red into the seas. That is a lot of descriptors there. As the stars set. If the world had an end, this would be it. Here, the seas lie still and the snow untouched. The only sounds are the thunder of the ice carving and the wind howling across the plains. Yet, the planet was once someone's home. In the midst of a wide, barren field, the black metal framework of a steeple protrudes from the white masses. What forgotten secrets could be buried beneath the snow? Church of the Endless Expanse. The archaeological team has laid bare the remains of a modest temple, delicately carved from an organic alien material. The exterior was once brightly coloured but has faded to a dull grey. A fully operational holographic priest still presides over the church. While the temple was in use, she took confessions from wayfaring penitents, offering healing, reconciliation, and sanctuary to this otherwise inhospitable nook of the universe. Unusual mechanical confessional chairs akin to torture devices have led the archaeologists to believe that there may be more to this temple than meets the eye. Okay, I am genuinely curious about this one now. I have had this one happen plenty of times and I've never read it, and now I'm just really, really confused. Okay, that is some worrying. My fleet's still on the way. Yep, slowly getting there. Very, very slowly indeed. You're going there, okay, you can go there to speed that along, that's absolutely fine. Oh, the Accord has declared war with Prime. Good luck. Mercy kill! What is the mercy? The High Kingdom can now use the mercy kill against us. I have no idea what mercy kill is. Yeah, we really need to get our military back up and running. Again, as soon as the worlds are giving us something, we are just... yeah. We've found a new primitive civilization. Very primitive. They seem to be elitists and competitive, although they are also libertarians. Oh, they're kind of everything. They're very mixed. Oh, because they're so early on. Yeah, this is a super primitive world. This is only the Iron Age.
There's a light.
The asteroid blast door has also now completed Chapter 1. A collision with a smaller asteroid has revealed a small blast door airlock extending slightly from the surface of the asteroid. It appears to be thousands of years old and had previously been concealed by rocks and dust. For unknown reasons, scans cannot penetrate the asteroid's interior, and the blast door is impervious to conventional cutting tools. To learn what is behind this door, a team would likely have to dig their way towards the center of the asteroid from another direction. Chapter 1, Drilling a Hole. A very large structure of some kind occupies most of the interior of the asteroid. The blast door, which once served as this structure's only entrance, still can't be opened, but a passage has been dug from the other side of the asteroid. Drills have so far been unable to penetrate the thick outer walls of the structure, but this method still seems to afford the best chance of gaining access. Despite their age, the blast doors have proven nearly invulnerable. I believe in you, Dayon. And who's currently undertaking the other one? And I believe in you, Sword. My god, you are an expertise in everything, aren't you? You'd definitely be so much better than our current physics specialist, but I'm afraid they are a specialist in physics, and it would be mean to move them. I don't think my Empire would do that because they are still doing a good job. We are about efficiency, but that just seems... I don't know. I don't know. Oop. Senate is now in session. I'm doubtful it's my one. No, mine's actually still third now. Okay, form a galactic market. Yeah, we are 100% on board with that. Well, I said the arrested development leader will eventually get a new job. There they are. This is our original governor, now aged 89, and they are in charge of this tundra world in the middle of nowhere, which has primitives which have actually stolen money from us. That's where they get to rule over for the rest of their days. For their service to the Empire. Lost to bureaucracy. Due to a major clerical error, parts of the planet have fallen behind in infrastructure maintenance and accommodation services. The people live in rather bleak conditions and will not tolerate it for long. Remedying these problems will cost us time and effort. Wait, we have like no good oh, we don't have a good option here. At least one I would pick. So, I'm not sure which Empire types can have this, but you can essentially either have... You have the unfortunate, we don't care, or you can fix this, so it costs influence, but you fix it. Well, we have this one. Throw out the inhabitants and raise the area. That really annoys people, makes them very upset, but we gain influence. We're never going to pick that, obviously, so we're going to pick unfortunate. Now, thankfully for us, at least as the player, unfortunate is actually the best option, because it seems pretty bad. It adds 2 tile blockers to the planet. How can that be good? Well, one of the tile blockers is sprawling slums, which is one of the best tile blockers in the game, because how it works is that when you fix it for only 300 energy, it gives you a free population. So we're going to get... Ooh, which population are we getting? I don't even know who those are. The Anathurians. Who are the Anathurians? Oh, it creates one of the pre-sapiens? I mean, surely that won't make a viable one. Surely it'll just make, yeah, a pre-sapient, not a regular... Okay, I'm actually really curious about this. I've never had that event happen on a world with pre-sapients before, so I am very curious as to how that's going to go. Do we not have the mineral building still? Now, I'm actually about to solve our Empire Sprawl problem, but I think, you know what, I'm going to have 2 worlds with it, sure. We'll need that solved. Oh, hello. There's our lasers, utterly devastating some enemies. They may not have the best raw damage, but yeah, they just destroy hull and armor. Really like them. Artificial moral codes? Definitely very us. So yep, it just made a new pre-sapient. Eventually they'll be useful for us. Back to the asteroid blast door. A hole has finally been drilled through the outer walls of the structure inside the asteroid. The interior is a vast command center or bunker of some sort, littered with the decayed remnants of thousands of dead aliens. Sifting through all of this to gain a clearer picture of what exactly was going on inside the asteroid will take considerable time. And that, I'm afraid, is time I don't have for the rest of the day. Oh yeah, I finally got a segue. So with that, I'm afraid I really am all out of time for today's video. Currently, our economy is still not doing great. It's doing a lot better now. Our food is literally just borderline stable. Our consumer goods are actually back to normal. We're about to have our admin cap fixed. The only thing we're struggling with is energy, which I'm actually now putting in place some things to try and help that. We're going to put down some trade hubs, and we're going to put down some hangar bays there to try and curb some piracy, and we're going to try and get all that trade value from there. Now, again, trade value doesn't translate exactly into energy for this empire, but it does mean consumer goods, which means we can sell them, or we just don't have to have as many populations on consumer goods jobs. We still definitely want that trade value. And the reason why we have that particular trade option is purely because of, if we go over here to our trade policy, not our trade policy, to our economic stance, we have planned, which requires one of the more weird trade policies. Planned gives us more energy, more population growth and stuff. I personally don't like planned economy very much because it increases market fee. I prefer free market, but we are cooperative, and that's what these lovely fellas want. So we're trying to make them happy. They're currently second least happy. Yes, I would like them to be happy, although they only have 7% support, which is kind of surprising considering I am the same level cooperative as I am xenophile and libertarian. I wonder what's affecting that. Yeah, what's causing such a low amount of attraction in comparison to some of the others? So that versus, let's say, our xenophile. Okay, xenophile will just have loads. Okay, yeah, because we're friendly with everyone. That makes complete sense. Our military has a few more. Yeah, okay, yes. So that is the least attractive. Although we do have a population with the decadent trait, which is decreasing our libertarian leaning. That's interesting. I need to start looking at these more. Okay, so with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, where now finally we have the Galactic Community, we've found pretty much every other galaxy. Whoa, that looks terrifying. Every other galaxy. Then, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, we are going to continue to try and get a bit stronger, and hopefully, we can declare war for the very first time, in order to get the Combine to see things our way. You know, be a bit less brutal. And soon, we can also integrate these, so they no longer have the guilds. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Do take care. And until next time, goodbye. Hopefully, I'll be able to talk better and do them words more.